Good morning, and welcome to unit number 3. Kids, you're cruising through Academy so far. Now, unit number 1, of course, was Introduction to Academy. What is this class going to be? How can we build our family to be a tight-knit bond? I think it works out pretty good so far. Now, unit number 2, the unit on storytelling and folklore. I hope you enjoyed that. God, I love that unit. Now, today we're starting unit number 3. A relatively short unit because we're not going to be in school during November all that long. Now, our unit number 3 is entitled Gratitude. Now, obviously, you guys are probably saying, oh yeah, I know why Huntsinger is focusing in on this, because it's Thanksgiving in a couple weeks. Yeah, you guys are right. Now, Thanksgiving is one of those weird holidays where, I don't know what you guys do on Thanksgiving, but I always go over to my parents' house, my family's house. We sit around all day and just eat and eat and eat and eat. And usually there's like a football game in the back. Maybe we'll go outside, play with cousins, whatever. And then the day comes to an end, you go home, and then the next morning's Black Friday, and it's time to start Christmas shopping. Yeah, I want more and more and more and more and more. Now, in this unit, what I want you guys to start thinking about is I want to start having you guys think about your standing in the world, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whether you're middle class. What we're going to start looking at is why you should be thankful no matter what your situation actually is. Now, if we were actually in class here, I'd start with this warm-up. There's a great quote. It sounds like a cheesy bumper sticker, but the quote is, "A thankful heart is a happy heart." Now, I'm almost positive that my mom somewhere has this like posted up in her house in some cute little sign. But in your opinion, what does this quote actually mean? Now, for me, what this quote means, I believe that this quote means, if you can learn how to become thankful, you have discovered the secret of happiness, which is what everybody wants, right? Everybody wants to be happy. But usually what we do is we think, oh, this new Xbox is going to make me happy. This new iPhone 12 is going to make me happy. The new PS5, that's what's going to make me happy. But this quote doesn't agree with that. This quote says, a thankful heart will create a happy person. Let's look a little bit more into this. Now, what we're going to do this morning is we are going to be comparing wealth. Okay, what does wealth look like around the world? We'll start with that. What does money look like? Now, number 1, as you guys can see here, this is the ranking of the top 10 wealthiest countries in the world. Now, I don't think this is going to shock you, but number 1, the good old US of A. Okay, what this is showing is that the United States of America by far has the most money on earth. But I want you to notice a couple things. Notice that there is not a single country in South America and not a single country in Africa that even cracked the top 10. 2 of them are in North America, United States and Canada. 4 of them are located in Europe. 3 of them are located in Asia, and 1 of them is located in Oceania, which is Australia. Okay, so what else does this mean? All right, let's take a peek at this. So what you're looking at here is how much money do each of these countries make. I want you to notice this. Check this out. The United States and China, by a mile, are the 2 most wealthy countries in the world. Look at number 3. So Japan has $25 trillion of private wealth. Compare that with America. 25 trillion, 75 trillion. That means we literally have $50 trillion more than number 3. And remember, these are the top 10. I can't even start imagining what this would look like if you compared America to countries at the bottom of the list. Moral of the story here, if you live in America, you have more money than most places on planet Earth. Now, check this out. This is to prove my point. What this graph is showing is this is the percentage of poor households which have various amenities. In other words, even if you are poor, you still have a lot of things that other people on earth don't have. Let's look. Number 1, 99.6% of households in America, even if you're poor, you have a refrigerator, you have a television, you have a stove, an oven, a microwave. Even 78%, that means 3/4 of poor people living in the United States, even have air conditioning. Now, this should be pretty eye-opening for you kids, because now what we're going to do is we're going to look at, okay, if we already know what wealth in the world looks like, what does poverty actually look like in the rest of the world? Now, I think the easiest way to do this is by comparing 2 places. What we're going to do is we are going to compare the United States with this country called India. First off, the area of India is 1.3 million square miles. The area of America, 3.7 million square miles. In other words, India is about a third of the size of the United States. But did you notice? India is a little less than 1/3 the size of the United States with 4 times the population. There's 4 times as many people living in India than there is living in the United States, aka it's crowded. Now check this one out. This is the one that I was looking at this morning, like rubbing my head of like, oh my God, how is this possible? In order to officially be in poverty in the United States, you need to make single person $30, give or take, a day. Look at how much money that you need to make to officially be in poverty in India. $1.25. Now, here's the wild thing. How many people are living below the poverty line in India? 456 million people make less than $1.25 a day. For the amount that you buy a bag of Takis, 456 million people living in India don't even make that amount of money in a single day. Did you notice there's more people living below the poverty line in India than there are living in the entire United States of America? That is extreme poverty. Now, last couple things here. Check these out. Now, malnutrition, which means you don't have enough food for children under 5 years old. 43% of the kids living in India do not have enough food. Literacy rate. 99% of people living in America know how to read and write. Only 61% of people living in India have that. Even look at the life expectancy. If you live in the United States, your life expectancy is on average 78 years old. In India, it is 14 years less. The life expectancy of people living in India is 64 years old. Now, here's the last one that I really want you to look at. Reported cases of malaria. This is a disease that will kill you and kill you quickly. Every single year, there is 1.5 million cases of malaria in India. There are 0 cases of malaria in the United States. Now, I want you guys to start thinking about this. I want you to look at these numbers and start thinking about your own life compared to lives that other people are living right now in other parts of the country. So kids, I don't show you all this stuff to freak you out. This is just the first little dip in the toe where I want you guys to start thinking about yourself in terms of a global world citizen so that we together can start learning how to be more thankful people.